Joining us now, President Trump's energy secretary from his first term, former Texas Governor Rick Perry. Governor, great to see you. We're on the cusp of having the energy renaissance tag team of Doug Burgum at Interior and Chris Wright in the Energy Department. What's the first thing they do together, you say?
Well, they're going to follow the president's lead, and when it comes to opening up those offshore leases, which the Department of Interior has a substantial amount to do with, they're going to be out there doing away with the EV mandate. And I think as important as anything, the third and most important, in my opinion, that is getting rid of that LNG pause. Those three things will absolutely send a message, not just across the country that the jobs are back and American energy's back, but it'll send a message around the world to our allies that you can count on us and that America is going to be doing everything that it can. These are two really, really capable individuals. I'm extremely excited to watch them as they go forward. I've known Doug for a long time as a governor. He's got that corporate CEO mentality, if you will. And Chris Wright, I think one of the most knowledgeable individuals in the energy sector to come along in a long time. So I think the president outdid himself.
So, Governor, Secretary, it's one thing to do the permitting and get the paperwork done and get rid of the regulatory state. But what do we need to do as a country to have the refining capacity to be able to take the product, get it refined and add to the market by ourselves without having to go somewhere else?
Yeah, good point, Jason. And I think you will see an infrastructure effort in this country like we've never seen before. When you don't overtax, you don't overregulate, and you don't overlitigate, then you free up these private sector folks. And I think you're going to see, particularly driven by the private sector, this isn't some big government thing that's going to come along. I think when you say to the private sector, listen, we need refineries, we need pipelines, we need small modular reactors. The private sector, they will get out there and lead the charge. So that's the message from President Trump is, listen, I get it. I'm a businessman. I'm not going to overtax you, overregulate you, overlitigate you. Go get them. And American businesses will do that. I have never been as excited as I am today to allow the American free enterprise system to go to work.
And you're talking about technological innovations that will be unleashed. And you mentioned this, Governor Perry, where you have Chris Wright is an expert in horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing. You know, this was championed by Harold Hamm. And this could not come at a more important time in terms of exporting natural gas overseas. Again, that empowers and enriches our allies. It makes them less dependent on Russia, but also our energy needs here in the United States for AI, for artificial intelligence and electricity generation.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit it, Dagan. When you think about this AI boom that's fixing to happen, the data centers that are going to be built all across this country, and it's going to require an extraordinary amount of energy. So we're all of the above. I mean, let's get out there and really focus on all of the above. But when you do that, I will suggest to you, you'll focus on the most dense energy sources that you have. Those are fossil fuels and nuclear energy. So again, I go back to these peaker plants that are going to be built, driven by LNG, liquefied natural gas, these small modular reactors that are now economically feasible, they're walk-away safe. You're going to see massive amounts of American infrastructure on the energy side being built. And I think we're going into one of the most glorious times in American history from the standpoint of developing infrastructure.
Well, Governor, Secretary, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. You did it as well as
You're
anybody.
welcome.
Glad you joined us. Thank you so much.